Everywhere you look, there's bigger and bigger interest in electric-powered vehicles. Seems everyone is interested in using electricity to power their cars, trucks, boats, and now even motorcycles. So today, we're going to look at the potential to use electricity to power a 4x4 ATV. Polaris blew the lid off the electric power issue in the side-by-side business last year with the introduction of the hugely popular Ranger EV. This all-new vehicle has enjoyed overnight sales success, and for the most part, we're still scratching our heads wondering how Polaris did it. Okay, there's little mystery surrounding the mechanics behind the Polaris Ranger EV. It is powered by a 30-horsepower brushless electric motor sucking power from 8 Series 27 automotive lead-acid batteries. The mystery of the Ranger EV is this. How did Polaris get the collective corporate nerve to jump with both feet into a completely unknown and as yet undefined marketplace? For sure, the cost to develop the Ranger EV was high. However, Polaris is a risk taker when it comes to breaking into new segments, and the Ranger EV's popularity has literally exploded after just 1 year in the market. Knowing the Ranger EV has been such an incredible success, we have to ask this inevitable question: what is the potential for a 4x4 electric ATV? To know whether an electric ATV is viable, we need to look at why an electric side-by-side works so well. It's extremely important to realize weight is an ongoing issue with any electric-powered vehicle, including hybrid automobiles and the Ranger EV. Lead-acid batteries are very heavy, and the Ranger EV hides 8 of them neatly under its seat. In fact, the addition of electric power to the Ranger platform created zero ergonomic intrusion. The Ranger EV sits next to its gas-powered sibling, the Ranger 400, giving no clue to the existence of its electric powertrain. Seems like a no-brainer then, doesn't it? Why wouldn't an opportunistic OEM like Polaris shoehorn the Ranger EV's electric engine and batteries right into a Sportsman 4x4 chassis? We're not going to say we don't think Polaris will never do such a thing. However, we think there's good reasons why the concept of an electric ATV might be a ways off on the 4x4 ATV radar screen. It must be understood the Ranger EV's success is rooted deeply in its targeted use. It is best suited for utility use in an urban environment, where its squeaky clean demeanor and its quiet exhaust are politically correct. It is also well suited to indoor use in arenas and convention centers. Clearly, Ranger EVs are not a good choice for deep woods hunt camp excursions or muddy slogs to a favorite fishing hole. The extra weight and limited range of an electric off-road vehicle come into play when compared nose-to-nose with a gas-powered variant. Keep in mind, the Ranger EV is 600 pounds heavier than the Ranger 400. Any electric vehicle experience is rooted in this one reality. How far will the vehicle remain from a reliable source of electricity to recharge the batteries? If the vehicle is not within reasonable range of recharging, then the only alternative you have is to tow it home. That's why the Ranger EV makes such great sense for use in urban environments. So, would a mid-size sport utility 4x4 ATV powered by the Ranger's 30 horsepower motor make any sense? The limiting factors are very clear. First, the issue of weight is of great concern. Would an ATV respond favorably to a big increase in weight from lead-acid batteries? Second, knowing most ATVs are often used to gain access to remote off-road destinations, sometimes for days at a time, would the somewhat limited range and the electricity-dependent recharging procedure be too much of a handicap for ATV buyers? There's another argument adding fuel to the electric ATV question, and it is the recent emergence of at least 2 motorcycle OEMs offering electric-powered motorcycles. Now, these vehicles have the same limitations as we've already discussed would affect an electric-powered ATV. However, both those OEMs remain committed to the concept. We need to be careful how far we venture into the deep end with the concept of electric ATVs. Buyers' expectations of ATVs are very high and very specific. ATVers expect to go over, under, and through any kind of terrain, carrying all their gear while operating on readily available fuel, often carried with them for the return trip. The popular Ranger EV provides the perfect opportunity to showcase the benefits of an electric-powered side-by-side vehicle. In fact, its bigger overall dimensions completely mask any negatives which might be experienced with an electric-powered 4x4 ATV. When it's all said and done, the potential for success with electric-powered off-road vehicles, including electric 4x4 ATVs, will be totally determined by the specific uses which they are targeted at. In the case of the Ranger EV, Polaris completely nailed the equation, building a vehicle that completely meets and exceeds the expectations of the targeted buyers. When an ATV OEM builds an electric-powered 4x4 sport utility ATV, which meets and exceeds buyers' expectations in a way similar to what the Ranger EV has done in the side-by-side market, you will see electric-powered sport utility 4x4 ATVs. You can count on it.
If you've enjoyed watching this Dirt Tracks TV segment, we encourage you to subscribe to our YouTube channel so you'll never miss another update.